Hi folks, welcome back to my blind playthrough of Fallout. I'm Alec, and this is Rick, Ian, and a dog that we actually have not named yet. Last episode was pretty full of story content. We ran into Doc Morbid, we got this dog, but the most notable thing that happened is that Killian Darkwater, the sheriff of Junktown, died. He was assassinated by someone named, I can't remember what his name was, but he was sent by Gizmo. And Gizmo is this resident crime lord of Junktown. So Rick is thinking, right? Well, we looted Killian's body. No one's actually stopped us. No one laid claim to any of his stuff. I guess people just got on with it. I think people in Fallout are actually kind of used to this sort of thing happening. So they just got on with their lives, and Rick got the spoils, essentially. Like we've talked about, Rick is a survivor, so he just makes do with what he has, and he didn't mean for that to happen. He actually had no problem with Killian, but now that we're in this situation, I think we're going to see if we can make a little bit more money with Gizmo and come out of this in the black, essentially. So let's take a look at this sign first. Casino sign. Well, we're definitely going to try gambling, right? It looks like an advertisement for Gizmo's Casino. And interestingly, gambling is actually a skill, which is pretty cool. Normally this is not, like, normally this would fall under luck or something like that, right? And it probably does. 3 times your luck. So that's why it's so poor. Yeah, it's like your value in the skill, and then you usually get some kind of bonus from one of your attributes. So Rick is not super lucky, but we're gonna try anyway. Why not? See if we can win something. Gizmo's Casino, a hive of gambling and underworld activity. Careful, they say the games are rigged. Okay, well maybe we won't gamble then. So let's talk about Ian for a second as well. Like Ian's really turning into a very reliable guy for Rick. Like, initially Rick just employed him to go take out the rad scorpions for Shady Sands, but now he's starting to think, well, like, hey, we're best buddies now. And I guess Ian feels the same way. Like, I'm not really sure why Ian is hanging around with Rick, to be honest. Maybe he just finds him interesting because he's from a vault, but who's to say? Okay, so what do we have in here? We have what looks like, what is this? Roulette tables? I think these are roulette tables. Oh, craps. Okay, that's roulette. And that, okay. I actually have never played craps or roulette. I prefer blackjack myself. I don't think they have any blackjack tables in here, though. It looks like they have some slot machines, which are for losers. Slot machines are just, you know, clicking a button and seeing what happens. Blackjack, you have a little bit of agency, right? So should we try playing roulette? Let's just at least talk to him. Place your bets. You currently have 360 caps. How many would you like to bet? I don't think I want to bet anything, to be honest. How does he even know how much money I have? It's kind of bizarre. It's not like I told him. You know what? Just for fun, I will bet 5 caps, and we'll see what happens. Actually, I don't want to gamble. I want to barter with you. He's just got 12 caps. Okay. Sure, I'll bet 5. I'll bet 5. Winner. Oh, I actually won. You push. Do you want to play again? No thanks. Quit while you're ahead. So we had 360 caps, and now we have... Well, I think I still have 360 caps. I guess I don't know how craps works. I also forgot what I put in here, to be honest. How do I see what's in here? Okay, it's just like that, and I don't know how do I go back? So, am I happy with what I've put into this backpack? Essentially, I'm going to use this for, like, consumables. I want to put consumables into the backpack because maybe I'll put these stim packs in there too. Basically anything that I would, like, eat or use on my body. I don't know, maybe it makes sense to keep those out. This isn't that interesting, is it? Like, deciding where I want to put these. Let's just put them in there for now. And then if I need easy access, then I can pull them out. Same thing with these. Like, I think these small things, these can go in there too. Don't know when I would want to use these yet. Hold on to all of our guns. Those are a bit more bulky. And I have a lit flare that I can use. Okay. If this annoys me, then I might change this setup. Okay, well, what else do we have here? Nothing on the wall. Gambler. So this, I'm making the big bucks now. There, gambling table. Okay, so that's that. Over here we have some slot machines, I think. Some more gamblers. I'm surprised they have these actually running. Currently have 360 caps. How many would you like to bet? I guess we'll just do one. I won. No. Shouldn't I be earning caps? Like, I don't understand. I'm winning. But maybe push means it was just a draw. It's kind of weird. But I'm going to take it as a win. Another gambler. Leave me alone. I'm on a hot streak. Okay. And here's the roulette dealer. So we've done craps. We've done a slot machine. And now we have roulette. Let's... Okay, I won again. What? Something weird is going on here. Okay, let's just take another look around this room, and then we'll go talk to these guards standing here, because we have business, I think, with Gizmo. Rick is a little apprehensive about talking to Gizmo. He's heard he's not a very savory character. However, you know, he has something, I think, that Gizmo might want, which is proof of Killian's death. So let's talk to Gizmo's guards. Hey, can I ask you a few questions? I'm on duty, make it quick. Can you tell me about your boss? Gizmo's a fair man. Pays good, works easy. Don't make trouble, and everyone will be happy. Okay. Can we go in here? Never mind, sorry. I want to just walk in here. It seems like I can. Okay. So this is just another room for the casino, I guess. Another roulette dealer. Don't think we need to talk to her. We're trying to just spend as little time here as possible, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to save it one more time. Just over visiting Gizmo. Nothing really happened. Then we have some other rooms here, which we're going to go straight for. We will check this bookcase out, but not yet. Talk to the big man first. This is easily the most corpulent individual you have ever seen. All right.
What do you want? I'm a busy man.
Well, not this last response. I wanted to know how someone as stupid as you is still alive. I took care of Killian. Word is you might appreciate that. So we didn't really take care of him, but I guess we're just going to pretend like we did now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Izzo's got you, buddy. Yeah, this is good. You know, hey, you should leave town for a while, you know, just in case.
So Izzo must be the guy to his left, right? So we probably will leave town. I think that is in our best interest here, because now that we've owned up to killing Killian, I'm not sure that other people are going to forgive us for that. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I think Rick is hoping that he can stay on, honestly, both good sides. But I think we want to leave with an advantage. So Rick is going to actually leverage this. Remember, you owe me one. Okay, cool. So get our money. He gives you your money. So how much do we get from that? 1,000 caps. Not bad. Okay. So we're pretty rich after that. Is there anything that we were thinking about buying? I don't know. It doesn't actually really matter. We're gonna hold off and see what we can do with all these caps at the hub. Now, before we leave, just check out this room. See if there's anyone in here. Just see if there's anything to read here. No, nothing there. And I'm not going to go into this room either. Alright, nothing to see here. Can I pet the dog? Can I do anything with that? I'm assuming the dog is going to actually join us in combat. I actually looked up this dog, and apparently the canonical name for him is Dogmeat. Okay, we're just going to leave now. We'll do this later. That was cool. We didn't get any experience. Oh, I guess we did get experience for killing Killian, because we got like 400, I think. We got the experience even though we didn't attack him. He just died. Okay, so that's the casino. I think that's a decent result. That's a decent outcome for this. So we actually came out of this with a lot more gear. We're a little bit more experienced in the ways of the world. We have a dog. We got 1,000 caps. Like, pretty good. I think Rick is feeling pretty pleased with himself, but like, we're gonna need to look elsewhere for a water chip. Can I interact with the dog though? Come here. Come here. I want to pet you, but you won't. Woof. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting. Let's go to the bar. What are you doing here? I'm gonna go get my drink on. Obviously. Sign. The sign reads bar. That should be pretty self-evident. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Oh, it's locked. I guess this only opens in the evening. That makes sense. What time is it? It's 11:36, so they don't open it. Wow, there is some law and order still here. I thought people would just be drinking at all times in the apocalypse. Although it's not really the apocalypse, like, actively anymore, is it? Let's check out this. This looks like some abandoned house, some shed. Nothing really going on in here that I can see, but we can check these crates out. Let's check this out. Nope, falling apart, so just nothing in here. Okay. I think this is the limit. There's something else going on over here. Let's go check this out too. And then there's one more building over here. And I think that is it. And we might just be able to leave Junktown that way, which would be ideal. We'll sneak out the back way. Does red means that it changes the location? I'm not sure. This looks like a fight ring of some kind, and I don't think Rick will care about this. Gustaffer. So, want to lay a bet on the fight? What are the odds? Who do you want to bet on? SAUL or the Challenger? Odds favor SAUL winning. Cost is 25 caps to bet. You get 50 if you win betting on SAUL, 100 if you win betting on the Challenger. We don't have an option now, so let's bet on the Challenger. Nice underdog story, right? Although, 25 caps, so we'll lose 25 caps. I think we can spare that. We're feeling a little flush after this. Would you like to wait here until the fight starts at 2? Sure, what the heck. We'll take a little break. Now let's... Who's the Challenger? Oh, the Challenger's like a rat. That's... What does that sound? Is that just from the fight? I thought this was going to be like a person versus a person. Is this a fight to the death? Oh. Well, you can't win them all, my friend. Better luck next time. Yep, that's true. Okay. Well, unusual boxing match. It sounds like someone's trying to, like... Maybe that's the sound from, like, a slot machine or something. A bit weird. Alright. Should we try going back to the bar? See if they're open now? 2 p.m. What I really... Too bad about that locker. That locked vault or cupboard in Killian's place. I don't see anyone in here. Okay. A lot of abandoned houses. Nothing going on in any of these places. Okay, let's just... One last thing. I'm gonna go try to get into the bar. And if they're not open, we're just going to leave. Even though we actually... We booked a room here. I think it actually is open now. Nice. Okay. Well, in that case... Neil, we're closed. Come back around 4 o'clock. Oh, well... Why is the door open then? Should we do this anyway? Just get a drink, like, spend one night? I don't know. I don't think we should stay here much longer. Like, we did pay for the room. But, to be honest, I think now that we have that cash, it's okay. We're gonna swallow that. I'm not really sure why we did that in the end. Should we stay? I think we're gonna stay. This might be a bad idea, but we're gonna stay until the bar opens. Go have a drink. Like, Rick is feeling pretty pleased with himself now. Welcome to the Skumm Pit. What can I do you for? My name's Rick. What is this place? Neil looks at you quizzically for a moment. Haven't you ever seen a bar before, stranger? This is my place, the Skumm Pit. You buy drinks here, and you tip me. Right. I knew that, so can I get a drink? Great. What do you want? Let's go for the hard stuff. Again, we're feeling flush with cash. This is probably the first time that Rick has even had... I don't know. Would they have booze in a vault? Probably not, right? Like, unless they had something in storage, then they probably weren't fermenting. They weren't making their own stuff, right? So he's curious. Let's have some. Here you go. Enjoy. So now that we've bought a drink, let's definitely have it. What is it? An ancient liquor from the pre-war era. Pretty cool. For 20 caps. Maybe we'll actually sell that. Let's hold on. Let's hold on to this, Ian. I feel like we're gonna need this on our trip. All right. Let's ask about some information. What's the scoop on this town? Well, just over to the west of us is Gizmo's casino. I'd be surprised if you didn't know about it. Most of the people here are the ones who just finished losing their money there. Over in the other part of town, you got Killian's general store and Marcel's crash house. Killian's a good guy, runs a straight joint, carries everything you need. The crash house is where you sleep it off when you've been in here for too long. Neil chuckles. All right, see you around. What trophy is he talking about? There's like a trophy I can ask him about on the shelf. That's not a trophy, it's an urn. It contains my wife's ashes. Besides this bar, it is the most important thing in my life. Oh. Anything else? No thanks, my condolences. What's this? Large caliber ammunition, so that's for something else maybe. I'm actually wondering. So I can only sell it for 10, so it's probably not very lucrative to sell this back to someone. I don't think that people give you different rates. I could be wrong about that, but... So, like, what? I can take this urn of his wife's ashes? Feels a little weird. Waitress, welcome to the Skumm Pit. Can I get you something to drink? I already got something, actually. Can I ask you some questions? I guess so. Who owns the bar? Neil owns the bar. He's a good guy, always treated me right. We used to date, but he got a little too serious for my liking. I don't want to be a widow. Whoa. Who's Gizmo? Gizmo runs the casino. He would like to take over Neil's bar, but Neil doesn't want to sell. Thanks, bye. He's probably going to take over Neil's bar now, right? See a man with filed teeth. Whoa. Hey, fresh bait. So, what brings you into our territory, chum? Here for a little fun? At your expense, of course. What do you do for fun around here? We beat up posers like you. What? Oh my god. Excuse me? Oh my god. Well... Are we just in a fist fight here? Excuse me, what is going on right now? I feel like I should just take my pistol and shoot this guy. But I'm just gonna punch him. And have Ian take care of it, basically. Kick him. Okay, that didn't work. Maybe my dog will do... Yeah, sick him. Critically hit for 11 hit points in a forceful blow. Oh, well, Ian has no problem taking out his gun. See? That's why it pays to be nice. You just have, like, followers like this. What the hell was that? 65 experience points. What the shit? Don't you have anything to say about that? Tell me about Shark. That was his name. Like, he just beat me up. You don't know anything about that? Barfight that just happened right in front of you? Okay. And he's got a pistol and a sledgehammer. Cool. Well, thanks for the equipment. And now I'm gonna try to, what was it, 5 or 6? Let's try and do doctor on myself. He's saying I need you? Like a bad dose of poison. Is he like a poet or something? This is kind of cool that like a rad scorpion strike. Oh my gosh, he is. You see a man in dusty leather armor with a trench coat and gas mask. Another new face. Travelers here are a dime a dozen. But you have the look of someone different. Care to join me for a drink? Sure. Delightful. I hope you don't mind your drink well watered. They treat beer here like it's a potted plant. So what's your story? I could ask the same of you. In the interest of amity, I suppose I'll tell first. I'm called Tycho. Came from out east, what used to be called Nevada. How did you survive all the dangers? I don't think Rick quite knows how far away that is. How did you survive all the dangers? Had some pretty good training. And some good weapons, too. My grandfather was a ranger way back when, and he taught my father everything he knew. Dad passed it on to me. So I know enough not to drink glowing water, so to speak. Really? Survival's tough these days. You must be pretty knowledgeable. Yeah, well, my family taught me everything there is to know about survival. Don't drink water that's totally clear and free of insects and moss, for instance. Only poisonous or radioactive water would be that clean in the wilderness. Lots of other little things to look out for, too. Like what? Well, if you've got some time, I could go over some pointers. Sure, that'd be great, actually. I hope that my little instruction course helped a bit. Wow, cool. Did this guy, like, increase my outdoorsman even more? Probably, right? Whoa, not so fast. We never finished introductions, remember? What's your name, stranger? I'm Rick. Good to meet you. Step carefully, friend. Okay, a little odd. Bit creepy. I think this went up, but I'm not sure. That's the problem. You don't actually know if anything happened here. It didn't actually... It didn't tell me in this lower left. I'm gonna try and just first aid myself as well. That's not working. Why is first aid failing? There we go. 3 hit points. And I think you're... unhurt. Yeah, okay. Let's talk to this poetry guy. Yeah, what do you want? Hey, good singing. Rick's just... remember, he's a nice guy first. Thanks. What can I do for you? Where did you learn to sing? I picked it up here and there. Learned a little from an old singer at the hub, and got some music from the scavs in a ditum in the boneyard. You know, just take some practice. This is something that we haven't heard about. The boneyard. So there's somewhere called that, I guess. Interesting. I'll have to make a note of that after we get out of this dialogue. Do you do music anywhere else? Yeah, I sing at the hub sometimes, and I've visited the Brotherhood of Steel and a ditum with the caravans. Why do you ask? So we already know how to get to the hub, but these are 2 different places that we want to know how to get to. How do I get to a ditum? Head southwest of the hub. A ditum is part of the boneyard. It's a small, semi-industrial town. I didn't like it much there. What else do you want? I need to know how to get to the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is a couple days west and a little bit north of here. Don't go there, though. They won't let you in unless you're with a caravan. You need anything else? We'll just ask. Just be... The hub? Oh, it's just a short distance down south of Junktown. What else? Yeah, so we already knew that. Okay. And he's just got some caps. I don't think I talked to this guy last time. Never mind, thanks. So we're getting quite the information right now. And here's a member of the Skulls gang. She told us to get out of here. Alright, fine by me. So the question is, do we sleep here now? It's 6 p.m. I actually think that we will sleep here. We already checked that place out. Let's just see if there's anything more this way. I don't think there is. Just run. But if there isn't, then I think we're just going to go back to the inn, to the hotel, and sleep because we don't want to travel at night. Oh, so this is actually just to get out of here. So now we know how to get to the Brotherhood and Boneyard. So we've actually discovered the location of the majority of places. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4 places that we haven't learned about. So this is the Brotherhood, this is the hub, and this is the Boneyard. Okay, so good to know. There's a few other things. That's going to be a while before we get up this direction again, isn't it? All right. Let's go back to the crash house and just sleep here. We're going to spend the night and we're going to leave for the hub in the morning. Thank God you're here. Some crazy guy has Cynthia held hostage. He's threatening to kill her. You've got to help. I'll check it out. Okay. And part of the reason that Rick is doing this is because he feels guilty, actually, about leaving Junktown in the hands of Gizmo. Hostage situation. I don't really know why I'm saving it, to be honest. I guess it's just in case I die. So, that's it. Don't come any closer. I'll offer, I swear. There's no need for violence. Let's talk about this. What world do you live in? Out here in the real world, blood flows, man. Blood flows. And it's gonna spill all over this room if you don't get out of here. So we're really gonna try and lean into the charismatic approach here. Rick is a good talker, if nothing else. We can talk this over. What can I do to help? Geez, that's funny. Who says I want help? You do. By holding this woman hostage, you're asking for help. I can help. I gotta think about this. Give me a moment. Oh, shit. He's gonna shoot her. Alright, just in case he shoots her, let's just... Actually, let's use our other gun. Alright. Alright, you've had your time. Just in case he goes for it. Stay back. I don't want to hurt her, but I will. Why do you want to hurt her? She laughed at me. They all laughed at me. I'll make them pay, I swear. I trust you. Let's work through this, okay? You sound like an alright kind of guy. No one ever wanted to help me before. I think we can talk some more. So I think I'm passing, like, several dialogue checks right now. Where do we go from here? You tell me. You're in charge. I want some money, and I want to get out of here peacefully. No one follows me. Okay. So we can't do that. Sure, no money, but you can just walk away. No one will do anything, I promise. I am going to give him some money. We do have some. I don't know how much he wants, but I think that's okay to, like... I'm hoping it won't be too much. And we still have a bunch of items that we could probably sell later. So I'm going to say, you got to let the girl go first. I don't like it. What stops you from just shooting me in the back when I walk out of here? I won't shoot you. Trust me. Although this sounds more honest. I'm not sure which one to pick. This seems more honest. Alright, we'll see what happens, won't we? Ah, $100. Okay. Here's $100. Have a good day. Boom. And we got 1,000 experience for that. Wow. Cool. The seductive cell baby. Thank you for what you did. No one ever took care of me like that before. Oh my gosh. And Rick is like, he could lean in and I guess just, you know, I can really take care of you later. So I actually might pick this. And the reason is Rick is sort of, yeah, I think he's a bit of a sleazeball. Conrad would never have done this. Conrad from my Quest for Glory series, he's too honorable, right? But I actually think that he's a bit of, Rick's a bit of a roguish type. So I think he will say this. Is that all you can think about? Jeez, some people. Great. Honestly, best outcome. All right, let's talk to the proprietor here. Thank you for helping Cynthia. She's usually not a problem. You deserve a good night's sleep. On me. But don't ask for another freebie. Well, it's too late for that. No problem. Room number 1. Follow me. We're not... No, I don't need to stay here anymore. Although, maybe since we have a free night in Junktown... Maybe we should go check out that hospital. I don't want to go back to the scene of the crime. I'm kind of scared to go back there. We're pretty close. Well, 1,000, I mean 2,000 off from the next one. Yeah, I kind of feel like... Should we go back to the hospital? Oh, you better put that away. Junktown is a friendly place, friend, and we want to keep it that way. Sounds fair. By the way, what is the local law regarding weapons? Good you asked. No weapons can be drawn except in self-defense. If you start a fight, it's your fault. Other than that, it's your right to go around armed. Just don't pull a knife or gun without just cause. Have a good day. Okay. Let's put this away. Yeah. Do we want to help clean up the Skulls gang? Like, I don't even know what to do there. Just stopping by to say hello. Like, it's not... I don't think we really learned very much about the Skulls gang when we met them at the crash house. We could go digging around that, I guess. 10 a.m. I'm very curious about this. Should we confront the doctor here? Or is that actually a worse thing to do? I'm gonna go poking around in this one more time. Because there is something really fishy about this. So I think poking around hospital. We're gonna see if... I'm just gonna give Ian a few things. Oops. This huge sledgehammer I don't care about. Okay. Carry the extra gun, I think. I'll hold on to this, and I'll put the Nuka-Cola into my backpack. Yeah, there's something weird happening here, and I don't know if there's a way to actually... I don't want to do that inventory thing again. Kind of want to ask the doctor about this. Very fishy stuff. We don't actually know about Iguana Bob. Unless that was the guy downstairs that we talked to. But I feel like if I click this, it may actually start a fight. Okay. So, I think we're going to leave this be. We don't really have a reason to get involved, right? Rick, only with that hostage thing. Life for a life, right? Consider my debt paid to Junktown. We're out of here. Even though we have a free room, I don't think it makes sense to stay here. No one's caught on to, like, me. Guess the dog tags, we still have those. Yeah, we're out of here. Okay, so I think we're going to head to the hub now. But before I do that, I just want to... So we were here. The hub is... I think this is kind of done. There's like no reason really to come back here. I mean, if we need supplies or something like that, but that's that. Shady Sands was down here. I'm doing this kind of in order of where we visited. So the top location is where we want to go next. Vault 13, Rick's home, Shady Sands we went to after, and Junktown we just did. So we're going to head to the hub now. But we heard about a few other places, the Boneyard and the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood of Steel is actually closer, I think, than the hub. But the Boneyard's pretty far. So it makes sense to go to the hub first. That's actually pretty close, right? But I feel like he said that they're not going to let us in there unless we have a caravan with us, right? So I think we're just going to head to the hub now. Should have armed myself before we left. We traveled overnight. Here's the hub. Now this place looks pretty big. Entrance, the Heights, Downtown, Old Town, Water Merchants, the Hub Trading Company. So this is where we are. Entrance. Okay, to the south you see a large city. Outlying farms surround the town. There is much life in this desert oasis. So here's essentially like a bustling metropolis, and they even have like old freeways, old pavement set up. Some cool music now. We also know of 3 caravan groups, the Water Merchants, the Crimson Caravan, and the Fargo Traders. So we're finally here, Ian. I hope we sell everything. What is this? This looks like a caravan to me, actually. Sorry, we don't need any more guards, I think. You should check out the merchant market if you want a job, which, you know what? We may actually need one. But first we're going to try and talk to water merchants to see if they know about water, right? Ready to kick some butt. Yes, how can I be of service? What is this place? This is the hub. It is a trade center for the wastes. It's the biggest city I know of. You can find just about anything you could want here. And if you're looking for work, this is the place to be. It seems like just about everyone here is looking to hire you for something, be it legal or not. Trade. What is it you trade? Lots of stuff. General stuff people need to live, food, water, lots of water. Water is probably the scarcest commodity in the wastes. Could you tell me where I could find a water chip? A water chip? Wow, you got me on that one. I've never heard of one of those. Maybe you should check the general store downtown. They may be able to help you. Okay, so we got a lead. We'll go to the general store. What are all these carts doing here? These are the caravans. We cart goods to just about all corners of the wastes. Junktown, the Brotherhood, Shady Sands, and numerous other places. Necropolis and the Glow are the only areas we steer clear of. 2 other places that we haven't heard of before. I'm heading this group, and we will be leaving shortly. The group across the street just arrived. This looks like the same caravan I saw earlier. I don't think we saw a caravan earlier, so I'm not going to say that. Where would I go to get a job? You could just about ask anyone here in the hub, or you can check one of the job bulletin boards. There are a few of them around the hub. Definitely more jobs than people here. Do you have anything interesting, sir? Actually, he doesn't. So, okay. Well, thanks. Goodbye. Hope we sell everything. Okay, so that's one group here, and here's another group. Sorry, we're full. Okay. Can't talk to anyone. It's cool music. Alright, so no one... I don't think we can talk to anyone here except for... Maybe this is all one group. Oh, yes. How can I be of service? What is this place? Okay, so he's basically saying the same stuff as the other guy. Okay. Maybe this makes sense to say now. Laughs. Yes, I guess you could say that. After a while, they all start to look the same, but believe me, they're not. Alright, cool. I'm just going to check my time here, because I'm probably pretty... Oh yeah, I'm right on time. So, cool. We're going to leave it there. Lots to explore in the next episode. Basically, we're going to start roaming around the hub. Let me just make a note of this before I forget. Check downtown in the General store. So Rick, you know, he's got a lot more experience under his belt at this point, and he is, you know, I don't think he's any closer to finding a water chip necessarily, but if he's gonna find it, he feels like he's gonna find something here. He might have to do some work to get it. Oh yeah, sorry, one more thing. Just put these down. The Necropolis and the Glow. 2 other places to explore eventually. Yeah, so Rick is he's basically following his leads where he has them, hoping he doesn't run into any more mischief like he did in Junktown. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time for that, for sure. But didn't get any trouble for it in the end, so that was good. Very lucky for him, and very on brand, actually, right? All right, cool. Well, that is it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.